winner of the New Jersey Press Association's Most Innovative Award.
Welcome back to Greater Media Broadcast News. I'm Susie Shea, bringing you the top headlines in Central New Jersey. Here's what's going on in your neighborhood. Homeland Security shutdown, book clubs, Black History Month, Cybersecurity contest, and a trip to Mars. As Washington braces for a Homeland Security shutdown, New Jersey officials are concerned about the potential impact that it could have locally. If Congress does not extend funding to the department by the end of the month, 30,000 federal workers could be furloughed, and more than 100,000 employees would be required to work without payment. Representative Frank Pallone said this could impact Coast Guard personnel on Sandy Hook and FEMA workers in the area. He said the delay over extending the funding is caused by bipartisan gridlock over immigration reforms. For more on the potential shutdown and why this delay is happening in the first place, see your Greater Media newspaper today. And here's Mark Rossman with more headlines.
Residents of Marlborough may be asked in September to approve a multi-million-dollar expansion of the David C. Abbott Early Learning Center on Tennant Road. Members of the Marlborough Board of Education are considering constructing an addition to the Abbott School as they advance a plan to implement a full-day kindergarten in the township's public schools. At the present time, the district offers a half-day kindergarten program. All of Marlborough's kindergarten pupils attend the Early Learning Center, and Superintendent of Schools Eric Hibbs has said that the only way to properly implement a full-day kindergarten program is to expand that facility. Preliminary estimates place the cost of the Abbott School expansion at about $20 million. At this point, the district's 2015-16 school year budget does not provide for full-day kindergarten. One board member has suggested that Hibbs look at other ways to implement full-day kindergarten in 2015-16, such as by placing the kindergarten pupils in Marlborough's elementary schools. For more about this issue, see this week's news transcript.
NASA astronaut Scott Kelly may be gearing up for a full year on the International Space Station, but a Woodbridge resident has her sights set on something more extreme, a one-way trip to Mars. Taylor Lear has more.
People often wonder what it would be like to travel to another planet, but for Cassandra Morphy, 32, of Keesby, she might just get that chance. Morphy has become one out of 100 finalists for a one-way trip to Mars in 2025. The trip is being planned by Mars One, a Dutch foundation who plans on sending a group of 24 people from around the world onto the planet in hopes of beginning life and colonization there. Morphy was chosen from 200,000 people who filled out online applications. Mars One will make another cut in finalists in fall of this year. If Morphy makes that cut, she will undergo training to prepare for life on the planet. Morphy says she is excited to be a finalist for the trip and has been dreaming of this chance since she was 14 years old. To find out more about Morphy and the Mars One mission, read this week's Woodbridge Sentinel.
And here are the headlines you need to know. The New Jersey Repertory Company has begun plans to convert a vacant school building in Long Branch into a theater. The school closed in June and will be revamped as a theater with approximately 150 seats. Much to her surprise, Middletown resident Hattie Smelter recently spent her 100th birthday with two of her favorite celebrities. The Arbor Terrace Senior Living Facility arranged for Smelter to go to New York and meet morning show hosts Kelly Ripa and Michael Strahan. Black History Month is wrapping up, and residents in Central New Jersey are celebrating the contributions of major Black figures in American history. Red Bank Regional High School recently held an event that honored Dr. Martin Luther King, Rosa Parks, and lesser-known figures such as Bayard Rustin. And an exhibit at the Independent Club of Colonia highlights prominent aspects of Black culture that influence American society to this day. When it comes to books, it's not just about the story, it's about a community of devoted readers. This week, Greater Media Newspapers takes a look at the libraries and book clubs that cater to niche interests, from science fiction to film adaptations. To read more about these groups, see your Greater Media Newspaper today. And here's Mike Pavlichko of Greater Media's WCTC with an update on Rutgers sports. After that, we have Tim Morris with more on the local sports scene.
Well, it's 11 straight losses for the Rutgers basketball team and counting as of Sunday afternoon's loss to Indiana. And the question is, will it be next season before they win another game? Regardless of what happens this Thursday night at Purdue or the rest of the way, this team is in big trouble. Now, there have been some individual bright spots, and of course, Rutgers knocked off number 4 Wisconsin, but that was back on January 11th, and that was their last win. Miles Mack is the undisputed best Scarlet Knight on the floor virtually night in and night out, but he'll soon be lost to graduation, along with second-best player Kadeem Jack, maybe the one who's shown the most improvement this season. But like I said, he's a senior, so he'll be gone too. And this program's in some trouble. The 3 marquee programs in any athletic department are football, men's, and mostly women's basketball. Now, football may not be Ohio State or Michigan, but that's okay right now. They're far from a cellar dweller. The Rutgers women are ranked in the top 25, and that's where you expect them to be. But Rutgers' excellent wrestling team produced more excitement around the rack this season than Eddie Jordan's ball club. And that Rutgers wrestling team had some very good matches, some big crowds. But Eddie Jordan's team has the longest losing streak right now in program history. They're at 11 games, reminding you of the Craig Littlepage days. Now, maybe Corey Sanders, a high-profile recruit from Faith Baptist Christian Academy in Lakeland, Florida, will be a big improvement next year, but Rutgers is going to need a lot more than him to make up for the loss of Mack and Jack and turn this ship around over the next couple of years. I'm Mike Pavlichko on 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com.
The NJSIAA District Wrestling Tournaments are at the same time both an ending and a beginning. They are the final team championship of the season, while for the individual wrestlers themselves, these are the first step towards everyone's goal, Atlantic City, site of the state championships. Manalapan High School hosted the District 21 tournament, where Jackson Memorial and Howell, 2 of the state's 10 best teams, dueled for the team title, with the Jaguars snapping Howell's 3-year reign by crowning 4 champions. Jackson Memorial heavyweight Brody Graham, on the right in black, held off Howell's Ryan Demian in what was one of the key head-to-head matches between the teams in the finals that led to Jackson's victory. Graham won by a narrow 1-0 decision to claim his first District 21 championship. One of the most anticipated matches of the entire tournament was the 106 final, featuring 2 undefeated wrestlers, Howell's Kyle Slendorn in blue and Colts Neck's Joey King. Slendorn used this reversal for 2 points on his way to a 6-0 victory that moved the freshman's record up to 33-0. History was made in the 126-pound division, where Jackson Liberty's Mike Russo, in silver, became a rare 4-time champion, out-wrestling Howell's Nick Chiacci 4-0 in the final. Russo became the first Jackson Liberty wrestler to win 4 region titles, setting the bar a little higher for those who will follow in his footsteps. Manalapan's Stephen Chandler in red and Jackson Memorial's Tanner Kelly provided an awful lot of action in their 170-pound final, which was won by the Jaguar Kelly by a decision 10-5. Howell head coach John Gagliano was calm on the outside, but not on the inside, as he watched his son Anthony wrestle for his first district championship. Anthony was in control of his match all the way, winning by a major decision 17-6, making the Gaglianos the first father-son combo to win district titles in school history. Tim Morris, Greater Media Newspapers.
With the recent cyber attack on Sony Pictures, the issue of cybersecurity has become quite a hot topic. But what can we do to prevent such hackings from taking place? Well, a group of students in Monmouth County may be closer to the answer. Here's Kayla Marsh.
3 teams from Red Bank Regional High School and Markham Place School in Little Silver will participate in a national competition run by the U.S. Air Force that aims to inspire young students' interest in cybersecurity. Led by their coach, Mandy Galanti, a Red Bank Regional teacher, Team Maroon from Red Bank Regional, and Team Flaming Octopuses and Suit Fighters beat out more than 2,000 participants from around the country to attend the finals. Throughout the competition, teams of no more than 6 students work together to detect cybersecurity vulnerabilities on virtual images or machines that represent operating systems such as Windows 7 or Vista. For more information on the Cyber Patriot competition and how Team Maroon, Team Flaming Octopuses, and Team Foo Fighters are preparing, check out this week's Hub newspaper.
For more in-depth coverage and additional stories, see your Greater Media newspaper today. Keep up with the latest headlines by liking us on Facebook.com/Greater Media Broadcast News or following us on Twitter @GMediaNews. I'm Susie Shea. See you next time.